right there. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to set up the camera for me, you know what I mean? So what's going on? This is well, my name is Copper. It's actually Copper Donald Anthony Joshua Baca Johnston Jr. Because I have one of them little, Mexican moms, they start naming you, they don't stop. Figure she didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, you know what I mean? It sucks when people tell you to put your initials, just make them all pissed off, or can I see your ID? You know, sections, you know what I mean? Fat junkie is. I'm a little sensitive about my weight. I'm not sensitive, I put down the double cheeseburger. It's kind of nice being a big guy if you think about it, though. I always get the front seat. People never ask if I want leftovers, they're just like, here. And if intimidation don't work, I'm really a big teddy bear, you know what I mean? There goes those glasses, you know? Happens way too much. Anyway, you guys want to hear the worst story ever told? I'll make it as hilarious as possible, though, you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you anyway. Well, I'm like the biggest pothead you ever met in your entire life. I actually resonated my esophagus one time. I mean, I have printed doctor's documents stating this. I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just telling you a little bit about who I am, right? But I recently got caught with 900 pounds coming from Mexico. And the moral of that story is if it sounds too good to be true in Mexico, it usually is. And everything they say about jail is true in El Paso, right? But my lawyer tells me, you give me 30 now, 30 later, I'll get you off of 2 years probation. I was like, man. So I get out, I hustle up the cash, I give it to him. One day he calls me up, he goes, hey, Copper, man, I can't get you 2 years probation. I said, what? He said, I'm going to have to get you 100 days in jail and 10 years probation. I'm tripping at this point. I'm like, I'm never going to get to smoke again, right? So before I went up to El Paso, I rolled me up 12 blunts of swag and 4 blunts of high grade. And my blunts aren't normal blunts. They're about 2 fingers long, just about as wide, just about as thick. They're not exactly blunts, not exactly joints. We're going to call them junts, right? So I'm steady puffing all the way up there with my buddy Popeye, and him and his dad are smuggling shit into prison, right? And he tells me, hey, Copper, remember last time we were in there, we didn't have no honey buns, no underarm deodorant, no toothpaste, nothing? I was like, yeah, that shit sucked, bro. He goes, you know what you're going to have to do, right? And I look at him, and he looks at me, and he picks up the last 2 blunts, and he smiles at me. I said, no, that's not going where you think that's going, bro. So I go in the bathroom, and I put on 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of underwear, 2 t-shirts, because I'm going to jail. And I come out, right, and he has it in the condom, and it's about, I'd say about yay big, right? He's like, haven't you ever taken a poop bigger than that? Oh, fuck you, man. He ends up talking me into this bullshit. So I'm in the bathroom crying for like 20 minutes, yelling, put on some Marvin Gaye. But I get it where it needs to go, and we're not going to get into detail because I'm still a little traumatized, right? So I come out, and I walk up to the judge, or should I say waddle, right? And I look up at him, and he looks down at me, and he said, how do you plead? And I said, guilty. He said, 100 days, 10 years probation. You don't have to turn yourself in for 17 days. I'm free. Oh my God, I'm free. I'm out the courtroom, down the stairs, out the front door, out of El Paso. And before you get to Las Cruces, they have this thing called an INS checkpoint station. Do you guys know what this is? Yeah, this is where they have drug dogs, right? And my homie pulls over about a mile before we get there, and he tells me, hey, Copper, don't you see that wheel, bro? I go, I do, bro. And I took a poop first to make room, and I don't want to search for it or anything. That's just not cool. So I'm thinking, I'm like, man, you know what? I think I got enough cheek that the dogs aren't going to smell it, right? So I get up there, and I'm like third in line, right? I look over, and I see that the dog is on my side. I'm starting to freak out at this point. I'm like, if this dog's just barking at my butt, I'd be like, whoa, I am drugs in my butt. And I'll if you ever go around with him, start taking my forcefully, right? So I get up there, and in front of anybody important, it's like the biggest hillbilly you ever met in your life. So I'm actually Spanish and native. I just look white. I can get a job, right? But he looks down at me and goes like that, and I said, American? He goes, oh yeah, where you coming from? I said, oh, El Paso. He goes, oh, you're not coming from Mexico? I said, oh, hell no. Last time I went down there to Juarez, got me a bottle of that mezcal, or the mezcal, you know, the tequila with the little worm in it. I woke up in the morning, I didn't have my wallet, no ID, I couldn't find my boots, I had to call my wife, she just about killed me. And at this point, the dog comes and puts his snout right by my window. I mean, it's right there, fogging it up. I start sweating profusely, and he's like, what's wrong with you, boy? I said, oh, fat officer. He said, get out of here, fruitcake. That's why I make it, right? So I get into Las Cruces, to the Burger King, or not Las Cruces, Los Lunas, Pensa Luna, boy. But you know where they found the weed in the Cops Burgers? Yeah, that was my weed, by the way. But anyway, I jump out of the car and I run up to my wife at the time, because I didn't know what it is about bonds, you know, with arthritis. My marriage is like this. I'm already working on my third marriage, right? But I run up to her and I go, babe, I violated myself. She goes, what? I go, I put drugs in my blood. She's like, what, did you get out? I said, no. So I go to the bathroom. Well, come to find out, if you ever do try to smuggle anything in jail or prison, you do not use a condom. So what happened is it fills up with air, and it got like that big, right? It's not like somebody got shot in the bathroom. All you hear is boom. And I know your next question, no, I did not smoke the weed. But I think if you start dropping drugs out your butt like a Pez dispenser, this, my friend, is a true drug problem. I mean, and if they do catch you with drugs in your butt, I think you should be able to keep them. You know why? Because, you know, it has to be for personal use. Because it'd be like, hey, Cletus, this coke really smell like shit.